Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Good morning to all you folks in Brownsville, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Memphis area, North Mississippi, and East Arkansas. It's another Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll toward our 20th year on the air. Shelby McCall is our show producer, Ron Wong, John Gordon. We're back to normal in the Grizzlies studio with multiple lines now that we can now get back to normal, so to speak, and Shelby is keeping me straight. Really enjoying the show today. I appreciate Ron setting up some of the interviews. I appreciate Terry Denman from Mojo Outdoors. Appreciate John Gordon's input. And, of course, Ron, this next guest, Ron has been over. Let me look at Ron's schedule. Let me make sure Russ Bailey, he had you on his schedule. Yes, he did. Okay. I just want to make sure. It's hard.
I'm going to be home finally tomorrow, Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
It's been a wonderful week at Dale Hollow Lake, and we've had a blast.
Beautiful place over there. You're not too far from Sergeant York country. You know,
yeah.
When I get over there and I think about that area, that beautiful area of Dale Hollow Lake, and in fact, Tennessee Outdoor Riders, we've been there a couple of times, Ron, to some of our conference, but really happy to have Russ Bailey on with us. He is the host of Brush Pile TV. He is an 11-time national qualifier, 11 tournament wins. You can follow him on the Pursuit Network and also the ISC Sports Network, but tell us what's going on, Ron, before we bring Russ in. What's going on where you are and what's happening over there?
Well, I'm attending a brush pile fishing crappie media camp. And what we're doing is talking about, they've got a lot of wonderful sponsors to their TV show here that are in the crappie industry. We're talking about a lot of new equipment, a lot of new crappie gear, learning about it, getting information from professional fishermen. They have some professionals up here and guides on the lake that's taking us out on this beautiful, beautiful lake, catching crappie, and also somebody like me. I am shooting a lot of short video clips to be placed on lroutdoors.com to help you catch more fish or to learn about some of these people that you may not have ever heard of.
Great.
Some of these pros, and then learn about new equipment. And, of course, you know, it's nothing like getting to hang out with a TV personality like Russ Bailey. I got to tell you something. I'm going to get his autograph while I'm here.
We'll bring it
I'm
back.
getting yours.
Yeah, well, we all have radio faces. Well, maybe not John Gordon, but me and Wong do. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
we do.
Yeah,
right.
But Russ, great to have you on Outdoors with Larry Ray as we head toward our 20th year on the air here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I've had a chance to watch some of the brush pile fishing. It's really an educational thing, and I really like that, Russ. And I don't know if is that part of your plan to do it like that, but I know Dance, Bill, I think's his first name. Anyway, he always said that he wanted to make sure people were entertained but also educated on his shows. And I have to admit, you guys do a great job on that.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show, and you're exactly right. When we started this, I told the producers, I said, I definitely want to do it. I said, but, it's got to be entertaining, but we want to teach something. If you can learn one thing, during our show, we feel like we accomplished our mission.
Yeah.
And I think what sets our show apart from, a lot of the other fishing shows on TV is instead of you seeing me, every week doing the same thing, there's fish.
Yeah.
Crappie fishing, there are so many patterns and techniques that you could do.
Yeah.
And, through the years of tournament fishing, I've made some great friends with some of the best crappie anglers in the country. And it seems like each one of them has their own specialty. And the way I look at it, if I'm doing a half an hour show, whoever my guest is, that's actually their half-hour show. All I'm doing is trying to narrate a little bit for them and letting them explain why they're doing the method they are, why this time of year. And I really do. I think that kind of sets us apart from some of the other shows.
Well, I've watched some of the shows, and you can watch them on the Pursuit Network Tuesday at about noon when it comes right on off there. Russ says it goes straight to their YouTube page, but the educational part of this and what you're doing now, you're bringing these guys in. What's from your perspective? Why are you putting on an event like this where Ron is?
Well, I'll tell you, because crappie fishing, it used to be, and I'm talking just 15, 20 years ago.
That's right.
For most people, it was something that you did in the springtime when those fish were on the bank, and you'd had 3-4 weeks of great fishing, and then you put your rods up, and you didn't fish again until late fall or that next spring. But crappie fishing is now a year-round industry, and the fishing is actually good year-round. It's just that we anglers, we have to change our patterns, we have to change our techniques. And at the camp that we're at, we have anglers here from different sponsors, but they all do something a little different with the same result. We're catching crappie, and we want to bring as many tips, techniques that we can do, not only through the TV show, but media clips. We're doing a lot of media clips here.
Well, I think after watching it, and Ron will agree with this, that these events are worthwhile, and I appreciate you having Mr. Wong over there, because I look forward to posting a lot of his pictures and some videos on lroutdoors.com, folks. We'll have this, and I love the name of the show. I'll ask goofy questions. I got to ask you, how'd you come up with Brush Pile TV?
I had nothing in that. It was the producer and a guy that makes his own homemade fish scent.
Yeah.
And they were talking about this idea, and his fish scent's called Brush Pile, and they said, let's keep the show named that too. And that's how it started, actually. Okay.
Well, that was my question, and I thought it had some real deep mystery to it,
No, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Now you could have said whatever you wanted. I'd believed you, and everything. But it's a great thing, and because I watched the video with you and Denny Wilbert from Dale Hollow Marina. I've been to that marina before, and you were hitting some deep waters off the docks, which I really enjoyed watching that. And I know education is part of this thing, but crappie fishing. And Ron knows this from the American Crappie Trail. Talk about the evolution of crappie fishing. Russ, I'm not going to age you or anything like that, but I'm saying in the last 10 years, as Ron will say, we've taken it to another level. Where are we going with this sport?
Well, I'll tell you what, we used to have basically just one national trail and a couple, local trails across the country. But now you've got what's called the American Crappie Trail, which is what I consider a true professional trail. The entry fees are a lot higher.
Yes.
But, man, the payouts are outstanding.
They are, yes.
You've got Crappie Masters, Crappie USA. So we've got 3 national tournament trails, and there are crappie clubs and state trails popping up all over the country. I mean, it's really taken off here in the last, like you say, 10 years or so. It's remarkable where we're going.
And I know, do you have – how do you have your shows set up? John Gordon from Ducks Unlimited is on with us as a co-host, Russ, and John is involved in DUTV, which is a major thing. When John, when you put your schedule together, what do you have? How many episodes, John?
There's 13, Larry. So yeah, I'm really in the middle of trying to put everything together for next year now.
So how do you handle this, Russ? So you know what's going on. So when do you shoot your shows, and when do they come to air?
We normally air the first quarter of the year, which is January. We run, like he says, we run 13 weeks.
13 weeks, okay.
We've got some things in store for next year we're looking at, and we're possibly going to 24 shows a year.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hear that, John? You want to do 24, John? So, okay.
No, I'm going to pass on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. That means I'm going to have to go out twice as much and fish for these crappie. It's tough.
Oh, it's
Somebody's
tough.
got to do
Somebody's
it. I'm going to sacrifice.
So give us your background, Russ.
I'm actually a retired police officer. I was a sergeant for St. Mary's Police Department up in Ohio.
Good for you.
And it's funny that I actually started out as a walleye fisherman. I live 2 hours from Lake Erie.
Oh, come on.
We did a lot of walleye and smallmouth. And
all right.
when I got my police job, I moved to Grand Lake St. Mary's, which is a crappie lake.
Uh-huh.
And one night after work, the guy said, "Hey, we're going crappie fishing. You want to go?" So I said, "Yeah." And I'll be honest with you, I thought, man, I'm a walleye guy, and I'm going to go catch these little crappie.
Yeah.
But man, these guys had, the light tackle and everything. And from that first night, I was hooked. That was it for me, man. I was crappie man after that.
Well, we're talking to Russ Bailey, host of Brush Pile TV, crappie fishing show. And, Russ, we really appreciate you taking time. And I know it's no easy task putting together an event like this where Ron and all these other people, I did one for a resort over in Arkansas for 13 years, and I had 25 people coming every year and 50 people wanting to come. So, some people were happy and a lot of people weren't. But take care, my man. He's
before we let Russ go, if
I was going to ask
anybody
you,
wants
we've had
to
Ron here
follow,
for a couple of days. Can we send him back to you now?
yes, sir. Make sure he has a new pair of shoes because he's worn those out, So
we'll keep him
hey,
around
Russ,
for a little bit longer.
If somebody wants to follow you or Brush Pile Fishing,
where do they go?
TV show, how do they do that?
Okay, we've got a Facebook page just under Brush Pile Fishing. We also have our website, which is brushpilefishing.com. And we also have a bi-weekly podcast on iHeartRadio. Just download the app. It's absolutely free.
I got it.
And we talk, same thing, crappie anglers from across the country.
Well, I tell you what, you couldn't have the two best eating fish, the walleye and the crappie, together. Okay,
got her, buddy.
Just ship it on to me and leave Wong behind. Just ship me okay? Yeah. Thank you, Russ.
Good.
Have a great weekend, buddy, and we'll talk to you down the road, okay?
All right. Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and guys, we're going to close it out with the Rose of the Mid-South. That's Mark Rose talking Major League Fishing on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back.